Hey yo, what's good y'all? So finally, I think we figured it out, guys. I think I figured out a nice Lavaloon puppet strategy that can work in Legends League. So here's one of my hits. I go ahead and start with the RC charge. It's just like our usual Dragon Riders totems. However, once she gets her value, I get the queen to snipe out the other anti-airs. So now I get a good funnel over here on the left. And then we could go ahead and spam in our Dragon Riders and they're just gonna go crazy. And the big difference here is that I don't use the meteor, I use the crown, because I feel like the crown just works better for the minion prince anyway, and he sustains a lot longer than the staff. But then look at this. After they get a little closer to the core, I pop the warden with the healing tome, and then the Lavaloon puppets come out, and look what they do. Because there's no more anti-airs left on the base, they are going to each defense and doing so much damage. In their stats, they do 1,000 damage per hit, or it was like 1,000 damage per second when they explode, and then they do a bunch of damage per hit, and then there's 3 of them now. So they're just going throughout the base, either soaking the traps like a lava hound would, or just doing a lot of damage like the balloons would do. So this is awesome. Like, I really found a nice strategy for this. There's an ice hound here, but I use a totem to get rid of all the little pups. And so you don't really need a poison with this strategy either. And then look at that, the pups, the infernal dragons, the super minions, they all get the town hall and everything else that you need them to. So this is so solid, bro. Here are the anti-airs. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the goal is to kind of try to take as many as you can out, because once you take them out, the Lavaloon puppets will then just target defenses, and then they do a crap load of damage to them. So if you can take those out, and there's a bunch of other things that you can focus on with like your totem spells, like, so you also want to take out the monolith and this multi-gear thing. If you could take all those out, it'll be good. So what I try to do here is put a totem to distract for the RC, and then the Seeking Shield helps take that out. She takes a hit, that's fine. Now I just let her go. Like, whatever she's gonna do, she's gonna take out the spitters. This is awesome. I put an Infernal Drag just to start cleaning up. It's also kind of a little funnel. Now I can tell what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna shoot the queen on the top of this mortar to go down. So now that's 2 anti-airs gone. So now I put the Dragon Riders in between that funnel so they could start going to the core. I'm gonna hold on my abilities just for a little bit, and once they start going to the core, I'm either gonna pop my warden or pop my minion prince, depending on what we need. Again, I really like the Dark Crown on this because a lot of things die, including the Frosty Mites, the Lavaloon pups. Like, all this stuff is leveling up the minion prince Dark Crown, and it's really nice. So here we go. I overgrowth once the rage spell pops, and then now the Lavaloon is in action. And look what they do, bro. The minion prince just takes out the core easy by himself, and then look how much damage the Lavaloon does. They instantly took out the anti-air, bro. This is crazy. And now he's on the super wizard tower. The rest of the army's doing their work up top. This is crazy. It just half health the super wizard tower. And so yeah, everything is just kind of destroying here. It really depends on the base, and this is very experimental, but you can see that this actually works in Legends. I'm loving how this turned out. So here's one against my base. This is a friendly challenge, and this is not the best base in the world, but this is a centered town hall, and I know with meteor golems I struggle with this. So here's what I do for this base. Again, I activate the RC up top, so she takes out an anti-air. And then with the queen, I'm probably going to put her here to line up the arrow to take out the other 2. Now we have one last anti-air to go. And here's an important thing that I did with this army comp specifically. I actually took out one druid. I took out one druid to put in 2 rocket loons, because 2 rocket loons could take out an anti-air. So I noticed on this base, because this is open, I can go ahead and use the rocket loons to take that out, and that'll be all of the anti-airs gone for the Lavaloon puppet to kind of just go through. So once again, I put the RC, Queen and Siege Barracks down, Root Riders, Infernal Drags, everything in the core. So I notice, oh yeah, there goes the Lavaloons on the right. So I notice once they start going left, I go ahead and pop the Warden ability. I also pop the Minion Prince ability. Maybe it's not good to pop both of them, but I do use a totem for the center to distract the long shot there. And everything's kind of just going. Oh yeah, I did take Earthquakes and Lightning because I feel like maybe that could take out a anti-air if I miss it with everything else. But I ended up realizing that just taking more totem spells is always the best. So I noticed the Fire Spitter over here just took out my Infernal Dragons in the middle. That's on me. I should have used a totem to distract it and save it, but it's all good. Even with these mistakes, the Lavaloon puppet is still going crazy, bro. I think the Tornado Trap really counters them though. They don't want to be just stuck there. So yeah, another totem spell to distract a lot of key defenses. And again, the Minion Prince with the Dark Crown, bro. He's just going crazy. He has so many things tanking in front of him. He's good to go, bro. He does a lot of damage with this, especially in Legends League. Like, he kind of keeps up with the defense. All those like nerfs that they do to him because of the Legends League debuffs, this kind of balances it out. So now he's just hitting like a truck, and he could just clean up the rest of the base by himself. Especially when you have totem spells, it's really good. So yeah, that's another one. And for the last attack here, I'm keeping up pace with the Lavaloons. So I noticed the anti-airs are towards the outside, so hopefully the Lavaloon can get one of them. I don't know exactly where's the best place for everything yet. This is still experimental. So let's see where I went for this one. Another important tip too that you can do just to get more value with the Royal Champion is when you see things like this, you see defenses that are more like on the outside. This is not in range of the Expo or the other key defenses that'll hurt you. You can send your RC for these defenses before you activate the ability. Same thing up here. You can send this and nothing will harm it. That way you get another better shot for the Seeking Shield. So watch what I do here. I actually start my RC up here so we could take this out before I use the ability. And then the ability should go for like any of these 4 key targets. So there it is. I get 1, 2, and 3. And the Seeking Shield goes completely up, but it's perfectly fine. So what happens is I actually invest a totem on the RC to take out the skeleton spells. And because I messed up the placement, the Expo was actually in range, so she took more damage than she should have. But yeah, I placed 2 totems there. I invested in the RC there just to make sure she gets the Minion Prince down, and then the rest is going to be fine. With the Queen, I actually ended up sniping 1 anti-air, 2 anti-airs with the arrow here. And then I placed the Siege Barracks. You can feel free to invest a totem or 2 on these funnel pushes just to make sure that the Queen and RC and the Giant stay alive a lot longer. So I placed my Infernal Dragon next to make sure I clean up, because this is just all free cleanup for the Infernal Dragon here. And then I could place my Dragon Riders in the center. I placed a balloon in front of them because there's always a Seeking Air Mine right on the outside. This is what people are doing nowadays. So this usually catches an air mine. It didn't this raid, but that's fine. And then now the Dragon Riders are in. I put the 2 Druids. The Druids are doing so good with healing. For some reason, they just heal very well with the Dragon Riders. So all this little damage that they're taking, they're healing that up. And then we pop the Lavaloon puppet with the healing spell. I go ahead and overgrowth the left. I know the Queen is doing fine on the right once with the totem. Pop the Minion Prince ability in the core to counter the raid spell and the multis. And here we go. Now we just need to worry about this last compartment, Monolith, the multi-gear, the CC. And totems take care of that perfectly fine. This is just getting through all of the base just fine. The Lavaloon puppet didn't do as crazy in this one, but it did trigger some traps hopefully. It did do a lot of damage on the way, and then the little pups too. It really helps with tanking. Tanking, damage, it's just a really good utility kind of thing. So yeah, I still have 2 totems left over to distract for the Monolith and redirect the Ice Golem as well. I really didn't need to use them. They all could have survived without the totems. I still have a totem left. So guys, I really think this is strong. I'm going to keep experimenting it. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more videos on it. because I'm kind of passionate about this game again just because they buffed this and I found a nice strategy to work with it.